Stop sending your CVs the wrong way. See, I've seen so many people, spend time editing their CVs, buying CV templates, and then filling in the placeholder, only to end up with a CV that looks messy, unstructured, and unprofessional. And this can actually cost you those interviews that you're trying to get. Yeah, so this is what I mean. So let's say you're editing your CV and you want to keep it strictly to 2 pages, right? Which is actually fine. You should actually keep it to 2 pages, at most 3 pages, but I actually advise you to keep your CV strictly to 2 pages. Now, when you're trying to keep it to 2 pages and you have this happens a lot when you are trying to fill in the bullet points, let's say your professional experience, right? And then you have your bullet points 1, 2, 3, right? The points 1, 2, 3, and then on the first at the end of the first page you have the bullet points hanging around there, one of the maybe number one bullet points hanging around there, and then at the beginning of the second page you have number 2, 3 bullet points at the beginning. So if you send your CV this way to your recruiter, it's going to look messy, and very unprofessional. So this is what you can actually do very quickly. If you're using a phone, because most of the time we use phone, right? It's not everybody that has the luxury to buy a laptop, but I would advise you to actually edit your CV using your laptop, because if you're using your laptop, you're going to see it's going to show you, let's say you're using Google Documents to edit your CV for an example. You're going to see, it's going to show you page one, it's going to show you the end of page one and then the beginning of page two, right? If you're using your laptop. So this way you can actually, if your bullet point is hanging around at the end of page one, you can bring it down to page two, so it starts from page two. You understand? So that way it looks structured and professional, neat. You understand? But if you're using a phone, what you can do is to actually send the CV to yourself as a PDF, because when you send it as a PDF, that way you would see the way the recruiter is going to receive it. You're going to open it on your phone and look at it and be like, okay, this is where page one ends, this is where page two, starts from. You understand? So this will actually help you to avoid sending a messy CV. I've seen so many people send CVs that, because I've been able to put out job posts out there and people have sent me their CV and I'm like, this is not looking professional, it looks messy. You understand? So to avoid all of this, try your best to take your time to actually review your CV by sending it to yourself, preferably, because most people use phone, right? I'm going to quickly show you what I actually mean by the difference between a messy CV and a CV that has a broken, that is messy, and then a CV that is actually looking neat and professional. So just stay tuned. So this is a perfect example of what a broken CV looks like. That is why I said you should use your laptop, because you would see this is page one. This stops at page one. It's even showing on your laptop page one of two, and then this is page two, right? So you can see that professional experience stops here, and then we have this here. So leaving this here is not structured enough, so you just have to bring it down. So you bring it down like this. So if you have to send this as a PDF, this is the way to show as a PDF, right? This professional experience will be on the second page. Even this one, these skills. Some people have CVs that maybe their list of skills might be like this. So it's broken this way. Try your best to make sure that your CV looks structured before you send it. So this is just an example showing you what you should be looking out for. So now you see that it is not just about making your CV ATS friendly. The presentation, how you present your CV also matters. It also shows that you're a professional, like you yourself, you're a professional, and it gives you a higher chance to get the job, because your recruiter is going to actually spend a few seconds to scan your CV, and if they see that your CV is looking messy, it's already a red flag. You understand? So please try your best to take your time to review your CV before you click on send. Even if you're buying a template, you still need to, fill in the placeholders. And while you're filling the placeholders, it might become scattered. So try your best to restructure it and make sure that it is good to go, right? If you can relate to this video, please drop a comment in the comment section so I know how many of us have had this problems when it comes to formatting your CV. And if you're finding it hard to format your CV, maybe you're not even sure if your CV is ATS friendly, or maybe you don't even know how to go about it, do not worry. I've created an ATS friendly CV template that you can grab today, and use it to apply for those job interviews. So just check the link in the description and grab yours. So if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and send it to that someone that is job hunting right now. Be a nice friend and send it to them. Thank you for watching, guys, and see you in the next video. Bye.